Hello humans, Master Dinnerflax here, and today I'm going to be going over probably what's going to be one of my most hated deck profiles on this channel, just because I took a different approach to Blue Eyes. So before I even get into the video, I'm going to have to tell you, if you actually want to even bother watching this video and taking it seriously, you're going to have to understand I made this deck to put 2 level 8s on board as quick as possible. And Blue Eyes don't do it. The normal versions of Blue Eyes don't put them on field quack enough. Oh my god. Quick enough to matter. So what I did is I made a combo version of this deck that allows you to the deck makes the rank 8s faster than normal. Sure, in theory, these are a bunch of bricks, but Blue Eyes bricks anyway, so why does it even matter? Why would you even bother saying that? It's a deck naturally that is not very good. I just tried to make it faster because there's not much I could do to make it more consistent. And hand traps didn't solve the problem at all. It just made it just even slower. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Please keep an open mind on this if you care. Otherwise, you don't even need to watch the video if you don't like it. So we got triple Blue Eyes White Dragon because it's Blue Eyes. And then alternative, very good with White Dragon. It's the first level 8 you can put on board. 1 Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon. So this card is awesome because it's searchable through Priestess and Melody. And then if you have a Blue Eyes in this, you put, with a field spell I should say, you put 2 level 8s on board immediately. And that can get you to your Goliath win condition. And we got only 1 Spirit of White because you just don't have the room. But it's a easy way to get a level 8 on board if you have Sage already. And then we got 1 Malefic Stardust Dragon. This requires you not to banish a Blue Eyes to summon it, which is why it's in here. You just toss a Stardust out of your extra deck, which, again, another level 8 you can put on board. And these are all the trade-in targets, too, so that's pretty comfortable. Oh, no, not true. That's a trade-in target, too. 1 Archbrave, 1 Goliath. Because I play Dragon Ravine in the deck, it's okay to draw one of them because you can just toss one, send the other, and then on standby, well, there you go. So that's awesome. You can actually just, if you draw Dragon Ravine and this, you win. Now, something I'm going to have to explain is, I tried putting Destrudo in the deck, but there's not actually a non-tuner you can summon him with. All your monsters that are small enough to summon him are all tuners. So he's actually legitimately unplayable in this deck, which, for a dragon deck, that's really funny. So we got 3 Sage, 1 Priestess. Now this is one I'm going to have to explain too, because it's in theory it's terrible, but because I'm playing the Malefic version, you actually have 4 different Blue Eyes to search, and when you have your combos going, and you have a Mausoleum of White, which you play a lot of copies of, because you can still play Ancient Fairy, this card becomes a 4th Melody, and it's just so good. Not to mention, it can summon itself back, but I rarely ever do that. It's very rare that I ever do that. Master with the Eyes of Blue, obvious. This card is so powerful. It allows you to extend and make even more stun than just Goliath. 1 Effect Veiler because it's searchable, and I didn't want to play no hand traps. I just didn't want to play a bunch of them like a lot of people think. 2 White Stone of Ancients, only 2. Again, room. And second of all, most of the time when I send this to the graveyard, I don't even wait till the end phase. I just go ahead and banish and get back a Blue Eyes, just because I always want white and alternative in hand at all times, because it means if my field fails, I'm still breaking yours. So yeah, that's why I use this so often. And 1 Legend. It's actually not that good. It could probably be a 3rd Ancients, but I don't feel comfortable not playing it because I want to see Blue Eyes all the time. 3 Ravine, 3 Terraforming, and then 2 Mausoleum of White. There's actually probably going to be Blue Eyes players that don't know what it does, but you get an additional normal summon for level 1 light tuners. So it means Sage in this is the Priestess combo where you can... Okay, here's what you can do. You can target Priestess with this by sending a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your graveyard, making her 3,000, but then you send her to the grave with her own effect to search 2 blue eyes with different names, which can be white and alternative, or if you already have a blue eyes in hand, it can be alternative and malefic. And if that's the case, then you already have Dark Matter Dragon. So yeah, it's actually really, really cool. I love that interaction. So then we got 3 Melody and 3 Terraforming. I don't know why you would never play this. This just allows you to not lose instantly. And then 5 Monster Reborns. This card, this is ridiculous. You have so much revival. This is insane. And 1 Foolish Burial. This would be a Dragon's Ravine. I mean, not a Dragon's Ravine. Dragon Shrine. But there's one other card I want in the graveyard. There's actually 2. So, because I already have Dragon Ravine and I already have Dark Matter Dragon, the Dragon Shrine felt redundant. Because if these 2 actually have effects in the graveyard that you can use, especially Master. Sending Master when you used Spirit Dragon to make Dark Matter Dragon is so good. Because you can just send the Dark Matter to put both Goliath and Spirit on board. Which means they can't summon from the extra, they can't Pendulum Summon, and you can negate cards that activate in the graveyard. So, that's awesome. And if you even have like a Return of the Dragon Lords, then they're not breaking that field. So, that's awesome. And then extra deck, 2 Spirit. I only feel like you need 2. A lot of the times I'll just make this to make sure my level 1 tuner gets off board, tribute it, and then just make Spark Dragon for Dark Matter. And if I have Master in grave, I can just send the Dark Matter with this. And you don't want to do that turn 2, but turn 1, it's a much better play because, while 4,000 is nice, it actually doesn't do anything afterwards. And sometimes so Goliath a lot of the time doesn't get you there, but Goliath Spirit usually does. Azure, you should never play this. This is awesome. This is very important too. Spark Dragon, I already explained. Ancient Fairy, you can actually just summon off of Spirit Dragon, and that's how you get to Ancient Fairy, which is really funny. And then we got 1 Cloud Castle. This allows you to make a VFD with Spirit Dragon. Not to mention, if you already have like a Spirit Dragon that you revived, you can just revive another level 9, and you gotta have Spirit VFD, and that's awesome. And then Crystal Wing, because Ancient Fairy and a level 1 tuner makes it. And Stardust Dragon only for the Malefic. In theory, you can make it the same way you do make Ancient Fairy with Crystal Wing, but that's pretty terrible. And then we got Dark Matter and his filler-up boys. So that's pretty cool. VFD, you can obviously make. Felgrand, really good. 38, really good. And then a Decode Talker, which I wish we had Herald in the TCG. Not Herald, Hieratic one in the TCG. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this very strange version of Blue Eyes. It's been working very well for me, but there's a good chance that it's just my luck rather than its consistency. But it's fun, and it works really well at putting 2 level 8s on board. Like, out of all the games I've played, there's been 1 game where I didn't get 2 level 8s, but I still ended with a level 8 on field, which is very different from that being reversed to normal Blue Eyes. I haven't bricked yet, but that's probably just a count of my luck rather than the actual consistency. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and remember, Master Dinnerflex will take your soul.